we were able to establish the fact that unlike English language, the French doesn't use comma. I guess you remember that when writing numbers in thousand, rather a space is used. Also, we said that to form ordinal numbers, all we need to do is to add the suffix em to the cardinal number. In which case, if you want, first is an exception. That one is premier. And remember, the cardinal for premier is on. So it's not em that is added to on there to form uniem. No, that one is premier, is exception. Okay, it's exceptional rather. But from 2, you can add the em to the cardinal number. 2 is do. So if you add em to 2, it becomes deuxième. If you add em to 3, which is 3, it becomes troisième, meaning third. If you add em to 4, it becomes quatrième, and so on and so forth. So today we want to take another study session 3, and then we're going to look at date and time. Date and time. Now, this session is meant to teach you how to express time and date accurately in French. The previous lesson on number will mainly be put to use in this session. We need numbers to be able to teach date and time. In this unit, you will be introduced to how to express days, months, dates, periods of time, and seasons. Now, what are the learning outcomes for study session 3? On the completion of this study session, you should be able to 1. State the days of the week in French. 2. State the months of the year in French. And 3. Express the date and time correctly. Now, let's begin with days of the week. When we say days of the week, in French, it is les jours de la semaine. Les jours de la semaine. You will observe that S at the end of le and S at the end of jour are never pronounced. Remember, I told you that in most cases, last consonants are not pronounced in French. So you have les jours de la semaine. Now, Monday is lundi, lundi. Tuesday, mardi. You pronounce the R in mardi. You pronounce it aloud, mardi. Wednesday is mercredi. Thursday is jeudi. Friday, vendredi. Saturday, samedi. Sunday, dimanche. I take it again. Monday, lundi. Tuesday, mardi. Wednesday, mercredi. Thursday, jeudi. Friday, vendredi. Saturday, samedi. Sunday, dimanche. Now, I want you to take note of this, that days of the week are not written in uppercase in French. You don't write the days of the week in capitalization. To write a date on letter or a document, there are 3 ways to go about it. Okay? You can either write samedi 31 décembre 2019 or le 31 décembre 2019 or le samedi 31 December 2019. Also note that the French does not put a comma when writing date, just like in English. French does not put a comma when writing date, just like in English. Now, what are the other periods of time in French? For instance, a month is un mois. 2 months becomes 2 mois. You see where numbers, are very, very key now to time and dates. Now, every month becomes tous les mois. Tous les mois. Each month becomes chaque mois. When you remember the fish, chaque. Chaque means each in French. So, every year becomes un, an, or une année. Une année. Okay, that's where anniversary comes. Summer is été. Été. And autumn is automne. Automne. I take it again. Examples of season. We have winter as hiver. Spring, printemps, rather, I beg your pardon, printemps. Summer, été. Then autumn, we have automne. Now, we move to the months of the year. Don't forget days of the week, les jours de la semaine. Months of the year, les mois de l'année. I said année means year. Année, anniversary, année. Année. You see accent aigu on the first E of the word année. Les mois de l'année. So January is janvier. Janvier. February is février. février. March, mars, mars. April is avril. May is mai, mai. June is juin, juin. July is juillet, juillet. Don't pronounce it juillet o. Juillet. Again, juillet. Again, juillet. Bon. August is août, août. You see how some circumflex on you? Août. September is septembre, septembre. Don't pronounce P. Don't say septembre. No. Let the P be silent. Septembre. October becomes octobre, octobre. November, novembre. December, décembre. You see a Sontague on E, letter E of December, décembre. I also want you to note that months of the year are not written in the capital letter in French, just like the days of the week. Months of the year too are not written in a capital letter. Now let's go to timing. Timing or time is l'heure. L'heure. Don't forget R. Wherever you see it, pronounce it distinctly. L'heure. And you pronounce it elegantly. L'heure. L'heure. What do we use time or timing to do? Time is the measurement under some system of region, of day or moment. There are two ways of saying the time in French. We have 24 hours and 12 hours. In Nigeria, we make use of the 12 hours, whereas in France and for official purposes, 24 hours is made use of. So in this study, we'll be making use of the 24 hours as applicable in France. But before we go on, let us look at expressions and vocabularies related to time and timing. Now, work clock is called l'horloge. L'horloge. Say it again. L'horloge. Again, l'horloge. Okay. Wristwatch is la montre. La montre. La montre. Okay. Now, if you want to ask, you want to know the time, you say, quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? What is it by your time? Quelle heure est-il? Then other vocabularies that you need to know are et demi. Et demi means half. Et demi. Et demi. Then you need to know a quart. That is quarter after. A quart. Quarter after. Then for quarter to is moins le quart. Moins le quart. Moins, not moins, not moins moins. Moins le quart. Then to be late is être en retard. Être en retard, when you remember retard or retarded. Okay? Then être en avance, advancement, to be early. Être en retard is to be late. In the morning, you say le matin. Morning means le matin. Evening means le soir. Le soir. Then night means la nuit. La nuit. Don't forget about how to ask for time in French. You say quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? Like I said, you need your numbers to express the time. So if it is 1 o'clock, all you need to say is il est une heure. Il est une heure. Remember I told you that one can be on or in. On or in. Now, why do we use in here? It's because or is feminine in French. It's feminine. And when we say feminine, I told you it's not about biology. It's about grammar. Okay? So, it becomes il est une heure. If it is 2 o'clock, it becomes 2 heures. 2 heures. 3 o'clock becomes 3 heures. 4 o'clock, 4 heures. 5 o'clock, 5 heures. Like that. Like that. Okay? Now, I hope you are not forgotten. We learn about time and date here. And we need our numbers. We need our numbers to express our time and date. Okay? Now, I hope you still remember days of the week. Do you remember? Can you recite them? Okay? Lundi, very good. Mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Now, you notice that D comes at the end of Monday to Saturday. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi. But when it comes to Sunday, D comes first. It becomes dimanche. So it's not manche D. Take note of that. Also, on the months of the year, for January, you have janvier, février, mars, avril, mai. You don't have to drag mai so that it doesn't become like the bleating of a goat. You don't say mai, okay? So, mai. Then juin, then juillet. I told you, don't pronounce it juillet. It's not juillet. Juillet. As a matter of grammar, okay? When you see double L, you pronounce yi. Juillet. Okay? Then you have août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. Now, I would like you to note one thing too in French. When you have E that does not bear any accent, that is, you don't apply any accent on it, you don't pronounce in French. Look at the word septembre. You don't say septembre because it doesn't have accent aigu. You don't say octobre. That one too does not bear any accent. So when you have E without any accent at the final position, you don't pronounce it. You ignore it. Septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. You see where we pronounce D because accent aigu is applied on E in December. But it does not apply on the last E. So you ignore the last E. But you pronounce the preceding consonant. Septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. So don't forget also that months of the year and days of the week are not written in capital letter. Please remember that. Also, we learned about vocabularies and expressions about timing. I said wall clock is what? Very good. L'horloge. L'horloge. What about wristwatch? La montre. Very good. Applaudissez. Applaudissez means clap for yourself. La montre. Then you want to ask about time. You say, quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? What is it by your time? Quelle heure est-il? You can add madame or monsieur. Monsieur, quelle heure est-il? Madame, quelle heure est-il? And to answer quelle heure est-il, you need il est plus the time that is about striking. So if it is 1 o'clock, you say il est 1 heure. 2 o'clock, il est 2 heures. 3 o'clock, il est 3 heures. 4 o'clock, il est 4 heures. 5 o'clock, il est 5 heures. 6 o'clock, il est 6 heures. 7 o'clock, il est 7 heures. 8 o'clock, il est 8 heures. 9 o'clock, il est 9 heures. 10 o'clock, il est 10 heures. 11 o'clock, il est 11 heures. 12 o'clock. Here you need to differentiate. Is it midday or midnight? If it is midday, you can simply say il est midi. Il est midi. Il est midi. That is midday. If it is midnight, you say il est minuit. Il est minuit. Midday for midi, minuit for midnight. Take note of that. Okay. By this, we have come to the end of study session 3 again. See you in the next class. Thank you.